We are looking at a seismic shift in the Big Easy right now. I am talking about a complete detonation of the current roster structure for our New Orleans Saints. Sources are buzzing, telephones are ringing off the hook, and the names involved are the absolute pillars of this franchise. We are just talking about minor tweaks here. We are talking about Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara potentially packing their bags forever. The implications for the salary cap and our draft capital are massive. Before we dive into the wreckage of these explosive reports, I need you to hit that subscribe button right now. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers so we can keep bringing you the unfiltered truth.
Let's break down this absolute bombshell involving quarterback Derek Carr. According to recent trade simulations and swirling insider chatter that is gaining serious traction, there is a legitimate scenario being discussed where the New Orleans Saints send Derek Carr back to his former team, the Las Vegas Raiders. You heard me correctly. The proposal involves the Saints shipping Carr out west in exchange for 2 draft picks. From a transactional standpoint, this is about the Saints finally looking in the mirror and admitting the current timeline is broken. The salary cap situation in New Orleans has been a ticking time bomb for years, and moving Carr is one of the few levers they can pull to actually reset the clock and breathe again. Now let me switch gears and tell you why this matters. The Raiders are desperate. They need stability under center. But for New Orleans, this is an admission of failure. You signed this man to lead you to the promised land, to stabilize the post-Breeze era, and now you are looking to ship him back to the place that didn't want him? It is strictly business, but it feels personal. The Saints need draft capital. They need youth. They need to stop kicking the can down the road. If you can get 2 picks for a quarterback who clearly isn't elevating this roster to Super Bowl contention, you do it. You do it yesterday. Think about the optics here. Carr returns to Vegas, a place where he holds nearly every passing record, while the Saints get to wipe the slate clean. It effectively ends his trajectory in New Orleans before it ever really took off. Is it harsh? Yes. Is it necessary? Absolutely. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Keeping Carr and hoping for a miracle run is insanity. Trading him, even back to his ex, is a strategic pivot toward reality. This isn't just about a player. It is about the philosophy of the front office. Are they trying to win 8 games and miss the playoffs, or are they trying to build a champion? If it is the latter, this trade makes too much sense to ignore. But wait, because if the quarterback is leaving, you have to wonder who else is walking out that door. The offense is being stripped down to the studs. This move would signal that the front office is finally prioritizing the long-term health of the organization over short-term mediocrity. It is a painful pill to swallow for fans who wanted instant success, but looking at the cap sheet, it is the only way out. 2 draft picks give you ammunition. 2 draft picks give you options. Derek Carr back to the Raiders is the kind of chaotic, full-circle moment that only the NFL can provide. But for the Saints, it is strictly about survival and clearing the deck for a new era.
This is the kind of insider access you cannot afford to miss as we approach the offseason. If you want to stay ahead of every rumor and roster move, make sure you subscribe right now. Don't be the last to know. If you thought the Derek Carr news was heavy, brace yourselves, because the heartbeat of this offense is officially on the trading block. We are hearing significant noise regarding Alvin Kamara. Reports indicate that the veteran running back is attracting serious trade interest from not 1, but 2 teams in the AFC West. This is a critical development. Kamara has been the face of this franchise, the most dynamic weapon we have, and the safety valve for every quarterback who has stepped under center. But the writing is on the wall. The Saints are looking to alleviate their suffocating salary cap situation, and moving Kamara is a prime way to clear the books and acquire assets for a necessary rebuild. Let's get real for a second. Losing Kamara hurts. It hurts the fans, it hurts the locker room culture, and it hurts the immediate product on the field. He is a rare talent, a player who can hurt defenses in the run game and the passing game. However, looking at this through the lens of a general manager, you have to ask yourself, does an expensive running back fit the timeline of a rebuilding team? No, he does not. The AFC West is an arms race right now. Teams there are loading up to compete with Mahomes. They see Kamara as the missing piece for a title run. For the Saints, he is a luxury we can no longer afford. This is about asset management. You do not keep a depreciating asset, no matter how beloved, when you are trying to construct a roster for 2026 and beyond.
If a team is willing to offer draft capital for Kamara, you have to take the call. You have to negotiate. This signals a complete philosophical shift in New Orleans. We are moving away from win now at all costs to build for sustainable success. It is painful, it is ugly, but it is the medicine this franchise needs. The days of restructuring contracts and pushing money into the future are over. We are ripping the roster down to the studs. Kamara going to the AFC West changes the landscape of the entire league, but more importantly, it signals that the Saints are finally waking up to reality. We are witnessing the end of an era in real time. But if Kamara goes and Carr goes, what is left? The teardown is real. It is a fire sale in New Orleans, and Kamara is the most valuable asset we have to sell. You have to separate the emotion from the business. We love what he has done for the city, but if we want to win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years, we need picks, not veteran running backs. The AFC West teams are desperate, and we need to exploit that desperation to build our future. It is time to make the hard decision.
The plot thickens, and the smoke is turning into a raging fire. We just discussed the Raiders, but new market simulations are suggesting an even more intriguing possibility. Reports are now surfacing that the Saints could negotiate a trade, sending Derek Carr to a legitimate AFC title contender. This changes the entire dynamic of the conversation. We are not just talking about dumping a salary, we are talking about a bidding war. If a team that believes they are one quarterback away from the Super Bowl calls the Saints, the price tag goes up. We are talking about valuable draft picks that could fast-track the reconstruction of New Orleans. This depends entirely on Carr's willingness to continue playing and waive his no-trade clause. But let's be honest, who wouldn't want to go to a contender? For the Saints, this is the golden ticket. Trading Carr to a desperate contender in the AFC is the best-case scenario. It gets his contract off the books and brings in premium assets. I need you to understand the magnitude of this. The Saints are effectively holding a liquidation sale, and the quarterback is the first item on the auction block. This confirms that the front office is ready to embrace the tank, ready to embrace the youth movement, and ready to stop lying to themselves about the ceiling of this current group. This is the domino effect in action. If Carr goes to a contender, it validates the strategy of stripping the roster. It means the Saints are prioritizing the draft above all else. It is a bold, aggressive, and frankly, terrifying strategy for a fan base used to winning. But look at the alternative. Mediocrity is the worst place to be in the NFL. You don't want to be 7-10 forever. You want to be a champion. To build a champion, sometimes you have to burn the forest down so new life can grow. Sending Carr to an AFC powerhouse clears the way for a rookie quarterback, clears the cap, and gives us the ammunition to move up in the draft. This is not just a rumor, it is a blueprint for the future. The Saints are open for business, and everything must go. When you combine this with the Kamara news, it is clear that the Saints are planning a complete overhaul. They are looking for partners in the AFC who are in win-now mode so they can extract maximum value. It is a strategic masterclass if they can pull it off. You take advantage of their desperation to fund your rebuild. This is how you build a dynasty. You don't hold on to the past, you sell it to buy the future. Derek Carr could be the key to unlocking a treasure chest of draft picks, and the Saints must pull the trigger if the offer is on the table.
This is the most decisive moment in recent Saints history. We are looking at a potential future without Derek Carr and without Alvin Kamara. The front office is finally choosing a direction, and that direction is a complete rebuild. It is scary, but it is necessary. Now I need to hear from you. The Who Dat Nation is passionate, and I know you have opinions. Do you pull the trigger on these trades and start over, or do you try to run it back one more time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to see a debate down there. And remember, we are in this together. Subscribe, like the video, and let's get ready for an offseason that will define the next decade of Saints football.